Good afternoon and welcome to Tennessee Storytime with Miss Morgan here at the Tennessee State Museum. I am so glad to see you today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful January so far. So, before we get started though, let's check our schedule and see what we need to do first. We have to go sing our welcome song. Let's go. Come on, guys. Are you guys ready to sing our good morning song? So before we get started, let's practice and warm up those talking hands. So remember, our signs are happy and good morning. So let's practice one more time. So happy, take your hands like you're fanning yourself, say happy. And good morning, take the fingers to your chin and say good morning. Great job, you guys are doing such a wonderful job. Good job. All right, so remember, we're gonna sing it twice. So you ready? Good morning to you, and how do you do? I'm happy to see you. Good morning to you. Oh, great job. Ready again? Say, good morning to you, and how do you do? I'm happy to see you. Good morning to you. Oh, great job. Good, 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 good. Are you guys ready? It's now time for story time. Let's go. Give yourself a pat on the back. Good job, you. You guys are doing so well with this song. I just love hearing those beautiful voices. All right, so let's take off our welcome song. Now it's time for story time. So this week, our story is Strictly No Elephants, written by Lisa Manchevis. All right. You guys, this is such a fun story, and we're reading it in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So let's get started. The trouble with having a tiny elephant for a pet is that you never quite fit in. No one else has an elephant. Let's see. There's a bird and a cat like mine, and a fish, and 2 dogs, and there's another dog, but no elephants. Every day I take my elephant for a walk. His is a very thoughtful sort of walk. Oh, look at him. He's being such a good pet, holding the umbrella for his friend. He doesn't like the cracks in the sidewalk much. I always go back and help him over. That's what friends do, lift each other over the cracks. Today I'm walking my tiny elephant to number 17. It's Pet Club Day, and everyone will be there. Look, they have matching scarves. That's so fun. Let's see, there's a dog, another dog. Oh, there's that black cat again. Come along, there's a good boy. I coax him the last few feet. It will be fine. When I look up, there's a sign on the door. Oh no, I wonder what it says. Strictly no elephants. Oh, well, that's not very nice. My tiny elephant leads me back to the sidewalk, never minding the cracks. That's what friends do. Brave the scary things for you. Oh, they're walking home in the rain. They look very sad. I think I'd be really sad too. Did you try to go to the pet club meeting today? The girl asked. Yes, I say, but they don't allow elephants. The sign didn't mention skunks, the girl says, but they don't want us to play with them either. They don't know any better, I tell her. See the pet skunk? We have those here in Tennessee. He doesn't stink, the girl adds. No, he doesn't, I agree. What if we start our own club? That's a great idea. Come along, I say, making certain that my tiny elephant follows me, because that's what friends do. Never leave anyone behind. Oh my goodness, you guys, look, I see some really cool animals. Let's see, it looks like a penguin. Oh, look at that, it's a giraffe. Here come the other friends. So there's the giraffe and the armadillo and a bat and a penguin and a narwhal and a hedgehog. Those look like some really fun pets, you guys. We can play here, one of our new friends says. All of us. Whoa, look at that cool tree house. That is a great place to play. And there's a tire swing. So we paint our own sign. Strictly no strangers, no spoil sports. But they've crossed that out and they have put All are welcome. I like that sign. My tiny elephant will give you directions if you need them. Look at all the friends, they're having so much fun. And look who they're inviting to play too. The friends with dogs, because everybody is welcome. Because that's what friends do. Look how fun that is. Oh, you guys, I love this book because it teaches us some really fun, important things. So we've read this today in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and he was a great man that lived not too long ago. He was a really important part of the civil rights movement. So not too long ago, there were lots of rules that said people couldn't do things, and it was things like African Americans couldn't sit at the front of the bus. Some signs said that no Irish could get jobs there. And so the thing with Martin Luther King is he wanted for everyone, didn't matter if you were white or black, if you were Catholic or Baptist or whatever you were, he wanted everyone to be treated equally. And so he worked really hard with lots of other members of the civil rights movement to make sure that we were all treated equally. So that's why we have a whole day dedicated to him, because he worked really, really hard for that. And so that's one of the reasons I love this book so much, is that it really teaches us that sometimes people are going to tell us that we can't do things because they're judging us based on maybe it's our skin color or our religion or whether we're a boy or a girl. And so, you know, the thing to do though is that to remember everyone is created equally and everyone has the opportunity to do things together, and we all want to be friends. Now, I know sometimes that can be hard, but just remember, you have to give everyone an equal opportunity to be themselves. So that's what I want you to remember, is that if anyone ever tells you you can't do something, you're not welcome there, remember that people like Dr. Martin Luther King fought really hard that we all can be equal, and that you always have a place here with Miss Morgan at the Tennessee State Museum. So, let's get started with our art project. But we do need to change our sign. All right, we've taken off story time. So today we're gonna do something really fun. And I want you to think about your friends. So have a friend in mind. And what we're going to do is we're gonna have fun making a friendship rainbow cloud. So you're gonna need one piece of paper and then a white piece of paper to make your cloud and the colors of a rainbow. So we have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. So I chose my friend Patty. Now Miss Patty is one of my favorite people, and she's a teacher. And I always like to highlight my friends that do really cool things, and she's a really awesome teacher. So I want you to think about your friend, and you're gonna add your rainbow rays. And in these rays, you're gonna put some of the things you love about that person. So for Miss Patty, I love that she is funny, she is loving, she's very accepting, she's passionate, she's kind, and she's very smart. And so those things are things that, you know, she probably knows that she's a kind person and she probably knows she's funny. But a lot of times, especially us adults, we forget those good qualities about ourselves. So it's always nice when we have friends remind us of the cool things that we can do and how special we are. So I want you to think about your friend. I want you to write down those things that make them special, and then you could mail it to them. So Miss Patty here doesn't live in Tennessee. She lives all the way in Ohio. So I'm gonna mail this to her, which is really fun because I like going to the mailbox and putting mail in there. But you might have a friend that lives close by, so maybe you could drop it in their mailbox or leave it on their front door. So you guys have fun, and I hope you guys enjoy making these for your friends as much as I enjoy making it for Miss Patty. So before we do our last thing, let's check our schedule. All right, it's time for our artifact. All right, you guys ready for our artifact? So this week's artifact is actually one we have here in the museum. It is I Have a Dream button, and it was part of Martin Luther King's speech. So if you look right here, good job, guys. So one of his most iconic speeches, and iconic means most famous, one of the ones that people know all about, is his speech called I Have a Dream. And it was given in Washington, D.C. in front of a crowd of over 200,000 people. That's a lot of people listening to you speak. I wonder if he was nervous. I know I would be. But he was so passionate about his speech, and in that speech, he really wants people to understand that he wants to live in a world one day where everyone can be friends with everyone else. Kind of like in our book, how our friends with the kind of different animals wanted to have a club where everyone was welcome. And so this button here would have been worn by someone who was supporting the civil rights movement. And so we do have it here in the museum, so hopefully you can come check it out with us soon. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and guess what? I'll see you next week at Storytime with Miss Morgan. Bye, guys.